Y'all know y'all kicking it with Girl Talk Radio, and we in here. So, Slick, I just got a question for you. Did we get a letter today?
We did.
What's the title?
The title?
The title.
The title is called I Can't Juggle Two Men.
Oh.
Yes, that's the title.
Well, you know what? I'm not even asking.
She might need to come in here and tell this story.
Can't wait, because that sounds a little juicy. Speaking of juicy.
We're not talking couture, okay?
Jane, can you give me a little bit of that tea before we get into that juice?
Yeah, a little bit of that tea. You feel me? Instagram Live checking connection instead of just trying to make it do what it do. However, the show must go on.
You know?
Left over.
They gonna get in here.
Let me snuggle in there. Okay. Get in there. You know what?
Just
connection. How you living? Okay, so I'm so tired of reporting on this story here. Okay, my brain hurts from keeping up with this story, but I just can't help. I just want to see Soulja Boy get his hotchies whipped so bad. Okay. Yes. First things first, he fired Floyd Mayweather as his trainer / promoter of the fight that was supposed to happen on pay-per-view in March. And in addition to that, you know, he's always flaunting his guns on Instagram and social media while he's on probation. So he's currently locked up.
He just
moving on. We don't even want to give him too much attention. Him and his red Scully and gold chain and middle of the forehead tattoos.
Trying to get out of that fight.
That Maka Buddha.
I think he did it on purpose. And we already know you snitching, but you know, he got locked up on purpose just so that he didn't have to fight Chris. So, anyway, moving on. We sending our condolences, thanks to Slick. She let me know, even though I didn't see the episode last night, to Remy Ma, because she was expecting. Aww. And she unfortunately lost the baby. So we're sending our condolences to her. But moving on to things that aren't as jury, okay? Continue to grip your teacups, okay? The Women's March in D.C. had 3 million people marching, which wasn't bad at all. It had a really good turnout. There were 600 marches total worldwide. So that was pretty cool. Okay, so moving on to celebrities who are canceled, okay? Over 50-year-old celebrities who are canceled.
They should be.
Oh my God. Okay. Madonna. Yeah, first of all, she's been canceled. When she fell down them steps while she was performing, I never got over it. She's canceled and she cannot be reinstalled. Okay. So, you know, during the march, she decided to give a speech, and she really thought she was dropping bars. Like, she thought she said what she said and she drops mic. No, that was stupid. She says what she had to say. She says, I'm angered and I'm outraged, and I too on numerous occasions have thought about blowing up the White House.
What? Can she get the bye, Felicia?
What? Her and someone else can also, another 50-year-old, you know, plus celebrity can get the bye, Felicia. Okay. So yeah, she talking about blowing up the White House. She dropped 3 F-bombs, and then she takes it back to talking about love after that. Miss, you doing all this to get a controversial speech or saying and thinking that you're doing something, and really you're not. You're hurting our cause. Just sit down and let the women do what they do. Okay.
Sit down.
So, the Secret Service is currently investigating her for these reasons. And she responds by saying, people are just taking it wildly out of context. No, you're wildly out of order. Sit that ass down, okay? Sit on that AARP card, collect your discounts everywhere you go, and stay out my face and stay off television.
I cannot.
Not to mention, she dropped 3 F-bombs on national television. Like, just sit down.
Sit down. Stupid for saying that she thought about blowing up the White House, but we ain't.
On numerous occasions, just knowing how gullible people are out there. There were people rioting out there. There were people destroying Bank of Americas and different things like that. Don't say you are thinking about, because you're a role model by default. Not to say that you can't say a joke and think that people are going to take your joke seriously, but to say something as serious as blowing up the White House, I get it. We don't like Trump, but you trying to be hip and cool by saying something controversial. Like, I don't even really believe she wrote that. I don't. I think that her publicist wrote it and thought this is going to be speculation for you or whatever the case is, but we're not even going to give her too much attention.
Enough to think for
we are going to give a lot of attention to Keisha Knight Pulliam, however. Okay. We know her very well from performing 8 seasons on The Cosby Show as the youngest Huxtable, and on Monday she gave birth to a gorgeous baby girl that she named Ella Grace. So she finally dropped her little bundle of joy. Congratulations to her.
Yay,
so now we're moving on to another canceled 50-plus-year-old celebrity. Okay. Stacey MF and Dash.
Dash.
The day after the inauguration, this avid Trump supporter gets fired from Fox News.
Canceled.
You support Trump, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. The day after the inauguration, you get fired.
And he's not going to have
And that's because Fox News is the only news station that Trump actually deals with, bumps with, and supports. And despite how much false information they spread, I think Trump had a lot to do with it. And I think Trump gave them a certain amount of money to purposely not renew her contract. So, you know, in reference to all of this, you know, remember her in the Kanye West video, All Falls Down?
Yeah.
Kanye West, you are cooning. You were invited to Trump Towers, and they didn't even want to invite you to the ceremony. And Stacey Dash, you're also cooning. And both of y'all can go ahead and refilm that All Falls Down video.
Just fall.
And thank you. Fall down. And continue to be canceled. Not like we didn't Ben take your black card a while ago, but you cancel. Moving on to how much Chrisette Michele really got paid for that whole inaugural situation. A lot of people were saying she got paid $750,000. Wrong. You know, even though that's not enough money to sell your soul and sell out, you know, for your peoples. She got paid $250,000, you know, $225,000. Yeah, you know, a little something.
Just a quarter?
Yeah, now she's coming out with this like spoken word poetry type of thing, saying that she's not too into politics. That's the reason why she made that. Girl, sit down, sit all the way down. Okay. So moving on, I'm saving the best for last, like the one that I'm really interested in talking about. But I got one more thing before I get to that. No, I got two more things before I get to that. Cuba Gooding Jr. is unfortunately getting a divorce. I kind of never
he was
even
married?
really, yeah, I never even really heard about his marriage.
Yeah, it is.
I
Plain Jane.
couldn't believe it.
Not like this Plain Jane. A real Plain Jane.
Yeah,
that's really plain.
I didn't even know. You know, ever since radio, he plays a really good. No offense. Plays a really good retarded person, just like Tom Hanks played a. No, it was very. It made me emotional. It was something that I couldn't really watch and laugh at.
Yeah,
like I couldn't.
It was a true story. So
when you see people like stuttering or having other disorders and getting picked on, it don't make me feel good. Like I have a lot of patience when it comes to people like that.
It made me cry when his mama passed.
At that,
he played that part.
Okay, so yeah, he's getting a divorce. They were separated for 3 years already. Now he is willing to pay spousal support, but he's not willing to share any of the income that he made in the last 3 years that they have been legally separated, because he feels like she doesn't deserve it. They've been legally separated for those 3 years. Right. So they're going back and forth with that, and I'm interested to see, you know, how it turns out. So as far as this biopic from a past pop legend, okay? I'm going to give credit what credit is due. Britney Spears was a legend at one point.
I knew it. Something
she
just told
was.
Me that's what she was going to say.
And on February 18th, Lifetime is premiering her biopic, and it does look good. Like, this girl really captures Britney Spears' persona, the dance move, the body style. She even shaves her head.
You know Hero?
I didn't really get a close-up look, but I thought it was really her at first. They showed the clips of her actually shaving her. I'm not sure if they got like a skin head and fake hair, but it looked very realistic. Well, the guy from Hangover really got his tooth pulled for that role when he got his tooth knocked out. That wasn't black paint on his tooth. But they paid for him to get a really good veneer after it was done. Okay. So I'm not sure how much they can compensate you for you shaving all your head off. I would request $2.8 million for real. And I'm just going to go into hiding for like 8 months until I get my India Ari on. You know what I'm saying? Although I am not my hair, I want a little bit of hair. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't going to go hiding for my hair with a tooth. No.
So, okay, moving on to the juice. This is what I really wanted to talk about. I talked about this on my YouTube channel. Hey girl, hey. I talked about this on my YouTube channel for a second. Actually, for 15 minutes. But
that's a second for her.
The point is, Keke Palmer and Trey Songz is beefing, okay? And a lot of people are iffy about it. Some people on his side, some people on her side. So the whole bottom line is that whole Pick Up the Phone song with Fabulous in it. It was a World Hip Hop exclusive music video. Trey Songz did an impromptu type of a video shoot. He just invited everybody over for food, drink, and from the looks of the music video, they had a lot of the Devil's Lettuce present as well. They were very elevated, it seemed. And Keke Palmer was also there. Hey, sister, my little sister. Okay. So Keke Palmer was there, and Trey Songz is pressuring her to be in this music video because her name is mentioned, I want to say like 2 or 3 times in the song. So she's saying she's not really feeling the concept. She doesn't really want to be in the music video, and she goes to hide in the she hops on Snapchat and explains her story about how she goes to hide in the closet when they're, you know, kind of forcing her to be in the music video. And she looks up, you know, a few days later, and she's actually in the music video, but she did not consent to it. And a lot of people are saying, she was only in the video for like half a second. I want to say about like maybe 5 to 7 seconds total, and I'm being generous. But the whole fact is, if she can look up and be surprised at the fact that she's in a music video that she did not consent to, you didn't pay her for that.
Exactly.
Right.
So Keke Palmer's not a nobody. She's not a video girl who feels like, oh, I got free alcohol and free devil's lettuce or whatever the case is. So sure, I'll do it. Don't pay me. She's not an extra. Keke Palmer actually has a following. She has a fan base and all this other stuff. So if you're not, at least if I can't give you consent, you won't give me my coin.
Yeah.
For me, you use my name twice in the song. Did you pay me for that? Who knows? Now you're using my image or whatever in the music video. So she addresses this publicly on Instagram on a long letter. She also addressed it on her Snapchat. And Trey Songz felt as though she shouldn't have addressed it in public. She had his number. She could have contacted him privately. So you get to disrespect me publicly, and I'm supposed to address you behind doors.
Right.
As far as making this right.
And she was face to face with him when she said, I'm not interested in being in it, and he still did it.
And he said, it's okay. If you're not feeling it, it's okay. So what's the problem? Update to this story. I went to go look at the music video again this morning, because I didn't even get no sleep last night. I went to look at the video again this morning. World Star Hip Hop took it down and re-uploaded it and took Keke Palmer out. So I guess her lawyers had enough to say, you need to take this down. You need to take it out. So, that's the update to the story. A lot of people feel like she's playing a victim because she was like, it kind of looked like she was posing, for the camera. She was on her phone when you saw her in a couple of the clips or whatever the case is. And basically people were saying if you heard them say action and you saw those cameras rolling, then you consented. But no means no at the end of the day. And even if I did say no, you're going to hit me with a generous check. There's no reason I should wake up and be surprised and see myself in a music video. So that's the whole reason why those two are beefing, and they've been cool for a really, really, really long time. Since I think she said they were 5 years old and they were under the same management company at one point. Wow. So yeah, I'm your girl, the Plainest Jane, and that's what people are talking about today. How y'all feel about this whole
I'm gonna just say
situation?
The gag is don't mess with Keke because she's gonna bring the gag to you.
Yes.
You're gonna get gagged with whatever you trying to play with her with. You're gonna get gagged.
She plays no game.
She will call it all the gag. Okay? The gag is you do not mess with Keke and her money, honey.
If I don't give you consent, you need to compensate. Even if I do give you consent, you won't compensate. I'm bringing you numbers. You said my name like 3-4 times in the song. Like, at what point?
And you know
Pick
what?
up the phone, baby.
But you know what? The thing about that is, all right, you can say my name as many times as you want. You know what I'm saying? But once you start to put me in your visual without my permission, that's where he crossed the line. Okay, we cool, we friends. Put me all up in your song. I don't care, but you're not going to put me all up in your video.
Angela Simmons, and so I guess throwing a female's name in it ain't that big. Ain't that big of a deal. But yeah, don't take a clip that I made on my own.
Right.
And try to just throw it. No.
Especially if she hid in the closet.
She said it was that bad that she was hiding in the closet. She said because she wasn't fit to deal with the business side because she was a little inebriated, like she had been drinking or whatever. So you just think because it's free food and alcohol, I just want to be in your music video. She did not want to handle business because she knew she had a few drinks. So she felt like she was being peer pressured, and because she didn't go to high school and college, she said, and I just think she didn't go to public high school and college, but she just felt like she had never dealt with that type of peer pressure from a male before, and she felt that she was really backed into a corner. Her Uber wasn't coming fast enough for her to just go outside, so she just felt really, really crazy. But yeah, Trey Songz is all the way wrong. For that.
You know what? One of our viewers, one of our listeners, actually made a good point. I didn't get to see the music video, so some people apparently did. And she said it's a huge chance that she didn't even know that she was being filmed in the first place because we know Keke turns it on when the cameras turn on, honey. And she was apparently just sitting there looking boring.
Yeah, she was looking at her phone in one clip, and then the other one was just like,
Yeah, well, y'all already know y'all kicking it with girl talk. The gag is. We'll
be right back.
When we get back, we're going to give y'all the advice of the day, and Slick going to bring us that good old letter, because somebody's trying to juggle 2 men.
Oh my God.
Girl talk. It's lit.
It's lit.